Okay, thank you very much, sir. So yeah, I guess you saw the video title and on some explaining. So over the last couple months, I've been building this car. I mean, I say I've been building it. We just manual swapped and painted it, and that's pretty much all we did to it. Chucked coilovers in it, and yeah, this car it's sick, but it's not the car that I wanna own. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm just gonna give you all the reasons why I'm selling this car, and I'm also gonna do a full price review and all of the costs that I've spent so far on this thing. If you guys do enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, tell some friends about the channel, and like always, if you're new here and you subscribe, your name goes at the end of the next video. Cheers. I'm also going to overlay just some driving footage because this frame is, it'll probably get boring because I'll probably be talking just for most of this video. But first, I'm just going to jump into all of the costs. So, starting off, I bought the car for $2,400, which was an absolute steal. Bought it not running, and then I paid Matt $100 to get it home. Thank you very much, Matt. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't running. We obviously got it running. There's no signal from the ignition barrel going to the starter because they had an alarm and the previous owner cut it out. Spent $50 on fiberglass to redo the front bar because it was all, that bit was just not connected to that bit. Bought a radio surround because it doesn't have a head unit in it. Still haven't wired in a head unit. I'll have to do that before I sell it, but I mean, I haven't really been driving it because I'm obsessed with the Corona. Spent $500 on an OP6 turbo, 25 DT Neo turbo, and all the lines and stuff. That was $500 because the plan was to turbo it and just do an NA plus T, but you know, that never actually happened. So I still got that. Hopefully I can sell that for about the same price, and then that's sort of money deducted, I guess. Bought 25 DT gearbox, which was fully recurred, which was $1,590, which is super expensive, but at the same time, it's a mint gearbox, like it's pretty much brand new, and it's just amazing. But I mean, it probably would have been better if I kept the car, but I'll live and learn. Got a tail shaft, fork, throwout, and clutch for $340. GK Tech clutch line, $60. Manual R33 pedal, $50. Gearbox cross member with the mount, $50. ARP flywheel bolts, $110. Getting the flywheel machine, $60. Fuck off. I sneeze in your general direction. Yeah. Clutch slave, $110. Sandpaper for sanding, $50. Bought a sander, $100. I'm including all this stuff because I had to buy the tools to work on the car, so I'm just going to include them anyway. It's just an extra benefit that I get to keep them afterwards, I guess. Rear main was $40, the spigot bearing was $7 because it had an auto spigot in it, and the rear main was cool. Max Peating coilovers, $350. It's cool because the coilovers that are in this are R33 sedan ones because they're the same design, which is sick. Oil filter, $16. Oil, $40. Air hose with all the air hose attachments, $46. And then I bought a compressor for $150. I bought rattle cans to do the bay, which is $45. Next time we'll use the gun, but hey, it was a good process. I bought grease for the throwout bearing, $16. Battery and other oils, $220. Thank you, Will, for getting discount. Love you, man. When the motor was out, I needed to get bolts to put it on the stand. They were $5. I bought drill bits to get the snapped exhaust stud. That was $100. Expensive drill bits, and they really didn't work, but I guess I still got them. Also massive thanks to Will, he let me borrow his brake line making kit, and then I had to buy a couple of the little flared end bits, that was $16. But yeah, massive thanks to Will, because I wouldn't have been able to do the ABS delete without him. Brake fluid, $11, car steering fluid, $14, circlip pliers to get the circlip in that I just never did, still just not in, $20. More gearbox oil, $32. I mean, I didn't end up using that amount of gearbox oil because that's just still sitting in the Corona, but I mean, I still bought it. Spray gun, $190. Super stoked to actually have pretty much everything to paint. I mean, my compressor's probably a bit small to do a whole car, but it's not going to stop me from trying. And the last thing, paint, $240 for the 2-pack black, which is 4 litres. I still got about 700 mils, which is cool because I'll paint the wheels of the Corona and the visor and stuff, so it's cool to have some extra paint. And another $50 for extra sanding and masking off and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much all the money I've spent on this car. I mean, it is the money apart from tyres, but I can't factor that in because that's just seat time cost. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all the costs. I mean, I didn't really expect this video to be super long, and I'm still going to explain why I'm selling it, but it really hasn't cost me that much. I think the total came $7,289. I mean, I say it hasn't cost me a lot. I don't know. Realistically, I should get maybe 10 for it because the prices are just dumb. So even then, I still got $2.5 grand profit. But at the same point, I flogged it around the track multiple times. So like, yeah. But yeah, the reason I'm selling it, I guess at the end of the day, I'm just a little bit underwhelmed with the way it performed. Definitely could be to do with still having the auto diff and just having it welded. Because it's just a long ratio, it's just not great. Could have put a shorter ratio on it and it would have been more rowdy, but then driving on the motorway and stuff would have just sucked. So, but yeah, I could have put more power into it, but then you're doing an NA plus T. It's not meant to have that amount of power going through it. Plus, you got to spend $2.5 on an ECU, and then you got to get a tune, and then you got to do fuel system, and there's just all of these things that it's just going to add and add and add and add and add, and I don't really want to spend another like $4 grand on this. I mean, I love the car, I think it's cool, I think it's a really cool shape, but it's not me. I mean, the car's black. Why would I want a black car? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's way too tame for me. I mean, I'm pretty out there, so I'm excited because I feel like I've given it sort of a new lease on life, because when I bought it, this car was fucking great. But yeah, it's not what I'm after. It's also way too big. I don't like big cars. Yeah, I feel like I've pretty much covered it all. Hey, if you guys have got any questions, just chuck them in the comments. I mean, I post 3 times a week, so I'm always on YouTube. Super stoked to be able to be in the position to say, yeah, I have owned a 34. It was a cool car, but it's not for me. Plus, just at this point in my life, it's just money that's just tied up. I mean, I've got the Corona, I've got the RX-7. I mean, they're not the only cars I own. And I'm looking forward to having something with a little bit more beans. But yeah, I guess that comes to the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy, give it a thumbs up, tell some friends about the channel, and like always, if you're new here and you subscribe, you know, you can go to the end of the next video. Cheers.